Hey y'all, it's Raylyn, and I'm coming to YouTube to give you a very special video about one of my favorite makeup collections ever, and that is my Jeffree Star makeup collection. Now, I'm going to release this in parts because, number one, I want to do a series where I do makeup with every palette on TikTok. So that will be reposted here probably all together. Number two, I'm currently unable to be at my house in my makeup room right now. So I had my husband bring all of my palettes up here, but not all of my lipsticks or liners or any of those things. So this is going to be a multi-part video about all of my Jeffree Star products, and I want to start with my mini palettes and then just make my way through all of the other ones. Some of these are original and I've had them since they came out. Some of these are reproduction, and some of these I bought secondhand because I wanted to have them so much. Now there is one in my collection that is not going to be here because I just ordered it from eBay, and there's going to be another one added to my collection on Friday when his new palette drops, because I have to have that. I love his eyeshadow formula. They're one of my favorites. I've been obsessed with his makeup since it started coming out in 2016, and I have been right there alongside, buying and buying and buying. Now, of course, there was a little bit of time that I didn't buy from him, and I lost out on so many amazing palettes. And because of that, I'm like kicking myself, and I hate that I did that, but I'm here now. I'm still trying to get those palettes, even if it is secondhand, preferably not used and still new. You know how resellers are, so you know that there are some still out there, which is where and how I've got my palettes. But let's talk about them now. My mini palettes, I keep them in this little rotating thing, and I think they're all in here. No, yes they are. They're all in here, all of my mini palettes. So original to me, owned, one of my first palettes is the Mini Breaker eyeshadow palette. Now look at those colors. You can tell that I used to dig into those purples and that pink. This was one of my favorite palettes of all time. Like, the Jawbreaker palette, I think, was the first collection I actually like bought. Then I got some through mystery boxes when he started doing those, and I'm so excited for his next little mystery bags. I love to get them. I love that he's doing bags now, but I do miss the boxes. So this is my little Mini Breaker palette, number one. Also original to me is the Mini Controversy, which is one of the main palettes that I made sure that I ordered. I didn't order anything else from this collection but merch. I had a jacket, and sadly it is gone, but this was one of my favorite collections. You can tell that I love these blues, this pink. I really dug into every color here except this one, so loved it. Now let's talk about this one, because of course, if you know Jeffree Star, you know that there was a green shade, an emerald green shade. It was a beautiful shade, and he didn't release it. He was like, blah blah blah, we did this shade instead, and I can't remember which shade he did instead, but he re-released this palette and I didn't get it. It was called the Emerald Edition, and I went and I bought it secondhand, unused, on eBay because I had to have it brand new. Now, I swatched the shade in the middle, that's why you can see fingerprints, but the rest of them are the same. But look at that green. Isn't it just gorgeous? It's called Put It Back. Obviously, everyone was like, put it back. Okay. Now, these other ones I bought off his store back in 2024 when I started getting back into makeup and back into his makeup. So number 1 is Lollipop Killer. He is on the cover of it. Very beautiful, very emo scene. And then I also got the Weirdo palette. Beautiful. They work so well together. I loved this palette. I haven't got to play around with it so much though. And the last one, but not the least one, it's one that I use pretty often because I love blue eyeshadows. These shades are gorgeous. This is called Star Ranch. Love this shade range. Sorry guys, I don't know how to talk apparently. Who knew? I didn't know how to talk. I don't know what I'm doing. I get nervous when the camera's on because most of the time I just talk to myself when I get ready, and then I decided, hey, how about you actually put it to use and film yourself getting ready? Maybe. Anyway, next palette is Scorpio, and I would show you the cover, but he is quite very much in his birthday suit with scorpions all over him, and I don't know if that would get me into some trouble on here, but I love this palette. The purples in this palette, oh my gosh guys, look at this thing. It's huge for one, and it's in a trapezoid type shape. Trapezoid, I think. Math was never my strong suit, and I sure as heck don't remember anything about it now. I'm really just grabbing palettes from my bag of goodies and showing them to you as we go. So that one I bought when it came out, sort of when it came out. I bought it off the website when it was still available. It is still available. If you still want it, go and buy it. I highly recommend it. The payoff is amazing, and it is if you collect like I do, it is a wonderful piece to have in your collection. But it's about to be vaulted, and once it's vaulted, it's not coming back. I've heard people say that over and over and over again. Now, the palette I'm about to show you was, again, one of my first palettes, I think. I definitely know that it was one that I begged for, and that is Blue Blood. Oh my gosh, I wanted these so bad. There were some of them I saw and I was like, I just have to have them, and that was this one. Look, I eat this shade alive right here. It is my favorite shade. It's called Blue Blood. Yep, that one, and I'm Cold. I love those, and I love to layer them. I love blue shades. Beautiful. Sorry, you can see the light reflecting, but oh my gosh, this palette is just perfect. It's a perfect palette, and it's shaped like a little coffin. Oh, my heart. So now I bought this one off the website when it came, not when it came out. Again, I wish when it came out, but I bought this one off the website too when it was still available. It is not. It has since been retired, and that is Gothic Beach. It is in this trunk. It is somewhere in October or something like that, but you can definitely tell. It is beautiful. This green shade calls my name. Now, I've not got to use this one much, but I have used Umbrella Attitude, and the prints in them, oh my gosh, the little skull ice cream cone, perfect. It was absolutely perfect. I've mainly used like shimmers from this, but oh my gosh, this was a beautiful palette, and I want more stuff like this and from this collection, but I didn't get it, and that's on me. I love this so much. Okay, what is next in our bag of goodies? Cremated. Now, there's a story about this. I bought this because I wanted it so bad. I bought this second hand on eBay. Now, this one is not my second hand on eBay one. This one is my brand new reproduction of the palette. It is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. It is shades upon shades of grays, and it is the Gothic girl's dream palette. Genuinely. This and Weirdo, obviously. But I love this. Genuinely. It is such an easy smoky eye. Or to do like the goth makeup. This seems to be your best friend. And you can still buy this right now. So if you don't have it and you love to do your makeup like that, that might be a very huge help for you. Now, what else do we have in my bag of goodies? I got a lot of palettes. Now, Gold-Blooded. When this collection first came out, I was like, I don't know. Do I want it? Do I not? And I didn't end up getting it. But then I got it in a mystery box. And I'm so glad that I own it. It got me back into wanting to buy some of his makeup. And I bought. And I've bought ever since. I've not slowed down with Jeffree Star. I bought all of the palettes he released last year. Except for Thirsty. Because I already had that one. So this one is a beautiful palette. It's for his 10-year anniversary. I think. This was one that I bought secondhand. Beauty Killer. How could I not? It is original and beautiful and amazing. And the shades, oh my gosh. I had to have it in my collection. So, glad to have it in my collection. And to go with that, Beauty Killer 2. This shade calls my name. I don't know what I would do with that shade, but it calls my name. I've swatched these, but I've not really used them, if you know what I'm saying. But oh my gosh, this palette, it's so, I love it so much. I don't even know what to say about some of these palettes because I just love them so much. I told my husband to just grab me some shades of lipstick. This is very random. So I can do like a makeup look, and he brought me the Warped Tour collection with Jeffree Star Mosh Pit shade. So I said grab bright colors, and he brought me one of the darkest shades I think that there is. I also had him bring some other stuff, and I'm just going to show you this because it's in my bag of goodies. He brought me the Sapphire Nights Beach Proof mascara and the F Proof mascara in white because I love those shades. Okay, now this one again I bought because it was still available, and I was so far behind on all of his palettes that when I had the chance to get any of them, I bought them. Bloodlust. Look at that palette. Purples galore. I love them. The pink purples and the pinks. Wet Jewel. That one right there. Beautiful, beautiful little shade. I love this palette so much. It's just beautiful. How else do you explain that? It's unique. It's soft. This is like one of my prized Jeffree Star palettes. Okay. Androgyny. Also a secondhand purchase. And no, I did not just smash that shade like I thought I did. These shades call to me, and I think they could be beautiful. I'm so excited to use them because some of these palettes I've like literally collected and not even got to use yet, and that is what I'm going to change. I'm going to use every single palette in my collection. Now, this is also a secondhand purchase because I didn't get it when it came out, and I regretted it because I love green eyeshadow now. I've still not used it. I have swatched it. But look at those shades. that one specifically, the one that I swatch the most, beautiful. Want to use it so bad. It is called Emerald Estate, and Heavy Weighted is this shade next to it, also calling my name. These two shades, want to do a look with those, so I probably will do that soon. I think I might put a poll up and see what Jeffree Star palette you would like me to use first, and maybe I'll do 2 videos, one on TikTok, one on here on YouTube. Okay, this one I also bought secondhand because I just had to have it, but it was the Blood Sugar palette. I don't know if this is the original or the reproduction. I really could not tell you, but it's brand new. I have used it a little bit. I think I did 1 look with it. But look how beautiful this is. It really is beautiful. And that pink, that like bubblegummy pink shade in Cavity, I love that. Did I mess up not buying these originally? Yes. So when a new Jeffree Star palette comes out, you best believe that I'm one of the first people that is going to own that sucker. Okay. Now this is not really a Jeffree Star palette, but it is. It's the Morphe and Jeffree Star palette. I wanted to put it in this collection just because it is also that. Ignore the black shade. I messed it up when I dropped foundation in it many a year ago. So I fought for this baby. I love this palette. It's a wonderful palette. I genuinely think so. Is it as good as his formula itself? No, but I do love Morphe and I love Jeffree Star, and I bought so many things from that collection. Okay, we have more palettes. Now, first and foremost, Jawbreaker, my all-time favorite palette in the entire world. Oh my gosh. I have used this sucker and used this sucker. Look at that thing. I could probably paint this palette, but I had to stop using it because I want to keep this in my collection and I only have the one. Now, if he reproduced this, I would probably buy an extra because of how much I love this palette. And I realize I'm talking really fast and I'm really sorry, but these pastel, is that pastel shades? Oh my gosh. I love them. This is my all-time favorite palette, and I might actually start with this one if no one tells me to do another one. Thirsty. Got this in a mystery box for Christmas one year, and I was ecstatic to have it. I did my makeup with it that day. I love these shimmer shades. So it's mattes, shimmers, mattes. I love this. This is a beautiful palette. And I'm so glad that he re-released it for people to get their hands on it that didn't get their hands on it before. And yes, it does in fact look like a creamsicle bar. Okay. Okay. We have the original O palette. Ta-da! I bought this one as a reproduction, so this is not the original. Neither of these are. So this was the reproduction. Oh my gosh, I love it. I have not used it so much, but I think you can still get a hold of this one right now. I think I'm not going to promise you that because I haven't looked after I buy them. I just stay out of it, like that's none of my business now. Everyone else who wants a chance to get one. And this is the O2 palette. I also bought this one on there when it was available. I don't know if it is now, but it's more shimmery shades mixed in, but I love it. I love this palette so much. I probably like O2 more than O, but I'm glad that I have both in my collection. Now, you just got a glimpse of what we're about to talk about, but this one came out late last year and I was so excited to get my hands on this thing. It was a new look. It was something new entirely. The Night Owl palette. And I did many a look with this one and I love this palette. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. It's so innovative. Like, Jeffree, you outdid yourself, dude. Like, you did. You really did. And I call everyone dude, so What other lipstick did my... Red Rum. My husband brought me 2 red lipsticks. When I said grab me bright shades. Okay. Men, am I right? Okay, this one also came out last year. It is the Cowgirl Queen palette. It is shaped like a boot. This was like my favorite collection. That when he released it, I was like, I've said everyone is my favorite collection, but it's Jawbreaker. Jawbreaker was my favorite, and then Blue Blood. Anyway, this was it. Beautiful shades, and if you know me, you know that these 2 blue shades call my name because I've said that like 80 times. But this is metal on here, and it's beautiful. We're almost done, but not quite. Now, I bought this secondhand because I needed to have it, because I didn't get it and I regretted it. Now, I bought it secondhand, and I am so thankful for the person who sold it to me. They sold me an entire mystery box that it was in. I'm so thankful, but I have to get this palette that drops Friday, even though they're pretty much the same exact thing. But this was his Alien palette. Oh. Look at that. I've not got to use it yet, but it's so beautiful. He is re-releasing this as Abduction on Friday, April 10th, this coming Friday, and I'm going to get my hands on that thing. I need to, and I want that mirror so bad. I don't really collect his mirrors much anymore, but I want that mirror. Okay, we have 2 more palettes, and then we are done. Now, I say a lot of things are my favorite palettes, but this is definitely one of my favorite palettes that ever existed, despite all of the controversy around it. The Conspiracy palette with Shane Dawson. I begged my dad for this palette in high school, and I got it, and I used this thing so much. You can tell I love this thing. I was so excited to get it. I stayed home from school that day for an entirely different reason. I ended up buying this palette. I was so excited. And last but not least, we have the Banana Fetish palette. I have not really used this one. It's very neutrally, and I say that in a 2016 glam type of way with the yellows and the browns. That was a very 2016 route. And I love this palette. I'm glad that I have it in my collection. Do I want to have more of his palettes? Yes. Now, let's talk about the one that has not came in the mail, but I'm super excited about, the Pricked palette. I bought it on eBay for about what it was worth, and I'm so excited to get it because I had been waiting for the price to drop just enough that it felt worth getting, and I got it, and I'm so excited to finally get it in because I've heard people talk about Pricked so much recently. I have to have it. Like I just needed to have it. There are 2 palettes in this world by Jeffree Star that I don't have, that I want more than anything else, and that is Psychedelic Circus and Cotton Candy Queen. Now, I heard about Cotton Candy Queen. I was like, I gotta have it. I got on eBay immediately to buy it, and that sucker is like $200. So unless I can find it for about $100, I'm not gonna buy it. But oh my gosh, I want it so bad. And Psychedelic Circus goes for like $400. I can't afford that. Y'all might be able to afford that. I can't afford that. I wish I could afford that. Oh my gosh. Now, there are 2 more things in my bag, and they are lipsticks, so I'm gonna go ahead and show them to you. He brought me Blue Velvet and Christmas Cookie, which I love him to death. And it's so funny to me that I said grab me bright shades and he brought me a neutral, two reds, and a blue. I love the smell of Jeffree Star lipsticks. It looks like he dropped this one because it's shattered. All of my Jeffree Star lipsticks are brand new, by the way. I don't rebuy lipsticks secondhand if I can help it, but there are a couple that I wanted in my collection, not to use necessarily, but to have, and they were Lime Crime lipsticks, and you can't buy them anymore, and I bought those secondhand. Now, I did buy Melt lipstick secondhand that I actually threw away because it was molded, and I didn't want that in my room. So, that is my Jeffree Star makeup eyeshadow collection with a little bit of my lipsticks and mascaras involved. I'm so glad that you have been here to go on this little journey with me, and hopefully you enjoyed watching it. I enjoyed talking about them. I'm so excited to do makeup looks with them. I want to put up a poll to see which makeup look I should do first. I don't have that many followers on here, so I doubt many people will respond to it, but it would still mean a lot to me if you did. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you are having a wonderful day, a wonderful week, a wonderful month, a wonderful year. Excuse me. Sorry, that was kind of rude of me. And I hope you stay safe out there. Love you all. Bye.